10-day-old twins are taken to a waiting ambulance after suffering from what medics believe is smoke inhalation. The baby boys are among 4 others who are being treated for fire-related injuries after a blaze tore through this Syrian refugee camp, destroying several of the makeshift shelters. Steps away, in another tent, sits Muhammad Ali Abdul Karim. Only an hour earlier, he buried his 6-year-old daughter Hajar, who died in the fire. Originally from the countryside in Syria's Aleppo province, they fled the fighting to this camp in eastern Lebanon nearly 4 years ago. He says since coming here, life has been a misery, but nothing had prepared him for this.
I heard my little girl Hajar calling out, "Daddy, Daddy, help me, I'm burning. I couldn't get in. I failed her. There was fire everywhere. I burnt myself, and before I could do anything, my daughter was dead."
The second fire at a Syrian refugee camp in as many days here in Lebanon's eastern Bekaa Valley has really put into sharp focus the poor conditions so many Syrians are living in, and more importantly, what aid agencies are describing as the Lebanese government's refusal to improve things.
On Sunday, the Ra'id camp, home to over 700 Syrian refugees, burned to the ground. A major humanitarian relief effort was launched within hours, and local officials made promises to rebuild the camp in a few days. But the new shelters being offered to refugees are no safer. Lebanon is not a signatory to the UN's 1951 Refugee Convention, which designates certain rights for refugees and responsibilities for host countries. Since Syrian refugees first started arriving more than 6 years ago, the government has refused to allow the UN and other agencies to set up permanent camps, which is why many refugees continue to live in these informal tented settlements.
We call on the international community to unite with the Lebanese government and come together. Otherwise, we'll see another tragedy like this.
The Lebanese government isn't considering changing its policy on the kinds of shelters it will allow Syrian refugees here to live in, which means there will likely be more suffering like this. Imtiaz Tyab, Al Jazeera, Bekaa Valley in Lebanon's eastern Bekaa Valley.